How the fuck do I do this? I don't remember how to do this. Oh no. There it goes. Okay. All right. Now we're good. Now we are all good. All right, friends and fellow gamers.
Hello, gamer.
Welcome to Icewind Dale. Oh, yay.
Finally doing it.
Finally doing it. All right. So, let me find the thing that I am looking for. I might need to go get my book, actually, because I don't think they have the stuff I have to read right now. Oh, they do have this. Okay. I guess we could do that too. All right. Okay. And this one. All right, that works too. Well, this is just a mess for all the people watching. All right.
Yes, all how many people?
Yeah, exactly. And for
That's
the recording too. All right. So, this is Icewind Dale. So let me turn on the music for me just a little bit. Okay. We begin our story in the country, I guess you can call it a country, of Icewind Dale. So far to the north of the nation of Faerun, there is a country called Icewind Dale. And this area is home to freezing cold, large mountains, and all sorts of ferocious beasts. You three have heard tales of Icewind Dale becoming trapped in a perpetual winter. Ferocious blizzards make the mountain pass through the spine of the world treacherous, and this land has not felt the warmth of the sun in over 2 years. In fact, the sun no longer appears above the mountains, not even what should be the height of summer. In this frozen tundra, darkness and bitter cold reign as king and queen. So what happens every night is that a shimmering aurora weaves across the sky each night that a lot of people suspect is keeping the sun at bay. So we are going to start in the 10 towns, also known as one of the 10 towns known as Bryn Shaidar. Now, these Dale folk live in all kinds of scattering settlements. Bryn Shaidar is one of them. The scatterings of settlements total is called the 10 towns. The drop-off in caravans coming from the south between these settlements has left everyone feeling a bit isolated. So, for adventurers such as yourselves, this is a place to test one's mettle in the spirit of heroes who have become before and will continue again. So, we are going to start with, let's see, who do I want to start with? Let's see. I want to start with Ryan's character, who is, let me find your name real quick.
Paul Anka.
Paul Anka. All right. So Paul Anka, you are coming in from the, I'll close that because I don't need that anymore. Okay. You are coming in from the southwest gate. You have been traveling for, let's say, at least a few weeks. Surprisingly, you still do not have a coat. As far as I know, you don't have a coat.
It's warm, fine clothes, is what I put.
Okay, so you have, it's warm, fine clothes, so I'm assuming it's fur-aligned fine clothes. Okay. So as you walk through the southwest gate, you see various Dale folk walking in and out of buildings and through the towns. You notice as you continue on towards the center of town. Okay. You notice as you go towards the center of town, so about right here-ish, that you see stakes in the ground where there appears to be burned bodies. Like, and as you're kind of staring at them, you notice that people are just casually walking by them. They don't seem to pay any mind to them. So what do you want to do? Do you want to keep continuing, or do you want to? What do you want to do?
Zoinks, I'm out of here.
I'm just gonna kind of like point my nose up a little bit and just walk on forward.
Okay. You walk on forward, and you eventually get to the center of towns, and there are various merchants right here in the center of town. You do hear a little bit of music down to the south, and not in this building. Actually, no, that's not true. That's the town hall. I lied. But let me refresh that. Sorry. No, you are in the center of town, and you hear just the normal, everyday people buying and selling wares and getting to where they need to go. So you have came here to Bryn Shandar for your own reasons that I will not explain. So you do know a little bit about the town. You do know that there is a inn and tavern, which is up to the north part of the town. You do know that there is a blade store right here, and you do know that the town hall is kind of south-ish in this general vicinity. But other than that, you're kind of alone in this area right now as we wait for others to join you. So where would you like to go?
I will just go around the merchant area and make my way to the town hall, and
Okay.
I'll be handing out my concert flyers to people that I've had made. I have a stack of them announcing my tour in the area. I'm touring outside of the South because I'm the famous musician of the South Palenka. I'm handing out my concert flyers to people, telling them I'll be playing soon. Keep your ears out.
Okay.
But very prim and proper as I hand them out.
Everyone, as you're handing out flyers, everyone's looking at you kind of weird. They don't really know what to make of it. And some of them just kind of like, you can see, I want you to roll perception real quick. Roll perception.
I need to remember how to do that on here.
It's roll and then 20. Yeah, there we go. Okay, 17. Okay. You notice out of the corner of your eye that some of these Dale folk, they're literally taking your papers and they're just tossing them aside. So, so what do you do?
I scoff. I go to the town hall and I'm just thinking to myself, well, I'll just find someone that cares about my arts.
Okay. All right. That's good. That's good. All right, you're going to the town hall. We're now going to move over to, we'll just do Keandre's character of Kabak. All right, Kabak, you are going to come in. Let's have you come in through the north. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So, as you walk into Bryn Shandir, everyone kind of clearly stops to look at you. The Goliaths are not uncommon in these parts, but it's still kind of off-putting to some of these people that there's just a giant humanoid walking through town. As you're walking down, you see the tavern right here, and you catch a glimpse of the name. And the name of the tavern is called the North Look. So, what do you want to do? Do you want to go in, or do you want to keep going, wandering around?
I pull out a journal
Mm-hmm.
from my bag,
Mm-hmm.
and after flipping through pages for a bit, I walk into the tavern.
Okay. You walk into the tavern. All right. It is a fairly comfortable place. You see a human behind the counter, and he is kind of cleaning his mugs. You see that the tavern itself is relatively full. There's probably there's a healthy mix of like humans and elves and dwarves in here, but it's pretty sparse. Otherwise, it's like maybe like 5 people total in the entire thing. You do see a board kind of near the bar area. It looks fairly full of different parchment paper. And at the very back of the establishment, hanging up actually over a fireplace, is yes, I do. Is this? Hopefully you can see that. You see a beautiful red fish with the little golden tag, Old Bitey, hanging up on the mantelpiece.
Right.
Yep. So what do you want to do?
Old Whitey is throwing me off. But I'll go.
I'll get rid of Old Bitey.
I guess I should order a drink. Yeah.
Okay. All right. You go up to the bar and you sit on the stool. The stool kind of buckles a little bit under your weight. And the the human comes up to you and says, "How do you do, adventurer?"
Quite fine, and yourself?
I'm doing as good as I can be. And he's like, "What do you want? What would you like?"
What do you have?
Well, we have the usual. We have ale and mead, and we do have some heartwarming wines for you as well, if that tickles your fancy.
Ale.
So he kind of like turns around and he starts pouring you a mug of ale and says, "Here you go. That'll be about 1 gold."
I hand that over.
All right. Like, are you from these parts, perchance? Yes,
I am.
Well, we don't see many Goliaths down here in Bryn Shandir, but it's always nice to have muscle such as yourself here, I guess.
Do you need any assistance with something?
Well, you know how things are getting around here. He kind of motions up to like the sky.
Yes. Colder and darker every day.
Yes, and there's no answer for it. It's not only that, but there's also rumors of a murderer running around these parts as well.
Always fools thinking they can do whatever they want.
Well, I think if you do look at the board over there might be some stuff that'll interest you. But other than that, I'm just here for the time until they call my name.
Aren't we all?
And he kind of turns and he goes back to cleaning the mugs. All right. So do you want to do anything before I move on, or what?
I think I'm good until you.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. We will go to Rochelle's character, Raylan. Yeah,
Finally. I'm
finally,
joking.
finally. All right.
Okay.
So, Rochelle, you are at. Actually, no. Okay. You're gonna come in for the southwest gate, similar to how Paul is. Your adventure has led you here back to Bryn Shandar for whatever reason. We will get into that probably a little bit later. I believe you have your reasoning, but hopefully. All right. So we're just going to do the same thing. As you walk through Bryn Shandir, you see similar things of stakes in the ground of burned corpses. They kind of look like to you like they're serving a purpose here, but you're not entirely sure what. So, do you want to keep going down?
I'm gonna kind of stop and see if there's anybody who looks like they may be able to tell me what, like, why.
Okay.
Uh,
So, do you want to just what's the word I'm looking for? Wave to like a pedestrian walking the street and ask them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much.
All right. So you wave down a simple Dale folk, and it's a small dwarf woman, and she comes over to you, and she says, "Yes, yes. How can I help you?"
Never seen a town that has corpses burning in the center of it like this. Is there any reason why they're here?
She kind of looks. She looks a little bit dark. Her face changes to like a dark expression. Says, "Child, you have not been here long, have you?"
Been longer than I would like to admit since I've been anywhere near the 10 towns.
Right. She kind of says, "Well, these are all sacrifices." And she kind of like stares. She kind of stares at them for a little bit.
Sacrifices to who? Or what?
She says, "The Frostmaiden, of course. We hope."
Title drop.
Yeah, we hope that these sacrifices will eventually end this curse that she has placed upon us. And she kind of looks like unnerved by your line of questioning. She looks unnerved. You think she looks unnerved.
Just gonna go ahead and thank you, ma'am, and
Mhm.
keep on walking.
All right. So you go to the center of town, and you see a strange-looking half-elf standing in the center of town, passing out flyers to people. And you notice that some of the Dale folk are kind of just, they're either ignoring him, or they're actively taking the flyers, or they are just kind of tossing them to the ground. So what do you want to do?
I'm just gonna kind of look at him, roll my eyes, and keep on walking. I'm assuming I know where the tavern is.
Yeah, okay.
I'm trying to find the tavern.
Yeah,
basically.
okay. Yeah, because I think if I remember correctly, you've been here before. Yeah, okay. All right, cool. All right.
I mean, I'm from the 10 towns area, so.
That's right. Okay. So you know your way around. Yeah, sure. You start walking towards the tavern. Paul, you see a little dwarf with red hair just look at you, shake her head, and walk away.
Some people just don't understand art. They don't understand the beauty of it.
Is that what we're calling it nowadays? Okay.
I will say though, I do feel like I'm not getting anywhere here. I'm not a dumb man.
Mhm.
So I'm just gonna randomly choose to follow this dwarf.
For no reason at all.
This,
Roll perception to see if I notice he's following me.
Yeah, sure.
not even. I'm just trying to find somewhere else to go. It's not even you specifically, but you do what you want.
I just want to see if I notice.
Okay. Okay, sure. You go to your character sheet and you click perception, and it should roll automatically in the chat.
Cool. You said.
Yep.
I'm just trying to find it.
All right. Let's see. All
Okay.
right. Hold on. Give me.
So 12.
There we go. Let's change the music. You kind of feel like someone's following you. Like someone's trying to sell you something. Which is kind of true. That's kind of true.
I like that.
That's kind of true, so I'll give you that one. All right, so you're going to continue over to the tavern. All right. So you are now in the tavern. And you see that it is sparsely populated with a few people, about 5 people total, like maybe 1 dwarf and an elf and 3 humans. You do see a Goliath sitting quite contently at the bar, and overlooking the fireplace. You see the damn fish, old
What do you
Bitey.
do with this fucking fish?
It's just there. It's just there.
Like how big?
How big is it?
Yeah.
Good question.
That is a very good question. Hold on, let me see how big
Like, is it
these types
is
of
it the
fish
wall?
are. What?
Is it like the wall? Like, is it like you walk in, you're like, oh, half of this place is a fish on a wall?
No, it's not that big. It's like imagine the size of like the singing fish thing.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
It
Okay.
starts talking to me. Oh,
It's
Lord.
yeah. Oh God. Oh yeah. Oh fuck. I just remember something that it has. Okay. That's why it's important. Okay. All right. So you're now
I
standing.
don't like that.
Oh, and I forgot one more thing. I think I said it was like on the other side of the tavern, there is like a little bulletin board that has like different sort of parchments on it that has like different languages written on it. So what do you want to do?
Look at the bulletin board
Okay.
to kind of try to figure out what the hell is going on. Because I know something's off.
Okay. So on
Yeah,
the
'cause
bulletin
this
board,
sounds a lot different.
yeah, you see on the bulletin board there are different town names that you recognize. So, for example, you'll see stuff like Targos and Bremen, which are all towns that you've heard of before since you've been in the 10 Towns area before. And they have all different kinds of quests, I guess you can say, asking for adventurers. You also see a decree by the... Give me one second. Why do I always close it? I really should stop closing it. By the leader of Bryn Shadar, and it's from us, and it says, wanted murderer in the 10 Towns area, identified by... murder victims have been identified by an icicle through the heart. Speak to Speaker Duvasa Shane for any information. Or Sheriff Markham Southwell for any information. And there's another one. There's like all sorts of different things on here. But that one kind of catches your eye. All right, so what do you want to do?
Board and go show to the barkeeper. Kind of asking about it.
Oop, I pulled up the one thing. Okay. So you... Alright, so what do you say to the barkeeper? So you go up to the bar, and what do you say to the barkeeper?
Speaking of good words, because good words are not coming to my brain. Hey,
Oh,
I haven't been here in a while. Do you know what's going on with this? And I kind of push the poster in his direction.
oh yes. Well, there's been a series of murders that the speaker's been looking to figure out, and one of them has been recent here in Bryn Shandir. Rumor has it that it was a dwarven glass blower, and they say that this murder has been seen in other towns, and they've always been identified as with like an icicle through the heart, as if there's any more problems that need to happen in Bryn Shandir, and the 10 towns in general. And he looks haggard at this point. He says, well, that's fine then. Hopefully this curse ends. And he just kind of sullies back. He's like, can I get you anything?
Yeah, do you have any spiced wine?
Of course. And he kind of like turns around and he gets you some spice wine. And there'll be 2 gold, Missy.
Hey up.
All right. And he just kind of turns and he nods and he goes back to what he was doing. All right. So, Mr. Kabak, what do you want to do? Well, now since we have Raylan and Kabak in the same thing, in the same area, if y'all want to do
Was that
anything.
conversation near enough
Yeah,
that I could have heard it?
I would say so. I would say so.
I'm assuming you're staying up at the bar, and that was kind of where I walked up to, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know exactly how the bar's set up, so you could have been further away.
Yeah, true.
Usually maybe like 5 feet away. It was within earshot.
Gotcha.
It was literally within earshot.
So I finished sipping. I finished my ale,
Mm-hmm.
and I flipped to the back of my journal that I had before.
Mm-hmm.
I look up, glance at Raylan,
Mm-hmm.
back down at the book, back at her, close the book, get up, and walk over to her.
Okay.
What is it that you want solving the problem of this town? I ask her.
I haven't been here in a while, and a lot has changed. Last time I was here, it was peaceful, and now the whole town seems on edge.
True. Peace is a fleeting thing, but this is something different.
Heard rumors since I've been here about a curse, or I don't know. People are terrified of something.
That is definitely true. Even the few of my people I've bumped into have been behaving differently as times have changed since my return.
How long have you been gone?
Several years.
No more recent than me, then.
Okay. As you guys are talking, you hear the door open, and Rayla, you see that half elf that was in the town that was in the town square, and he's still holding a pretty decent chunk of pamphlets. You don't know how many pamphlets he has or where he holds them, but he kind of looks around, and I'm gonna give the floor to Paul.
So I stride on over to the bar and go up to the barkeep and say, and it's a guy that's at the
Yes,
bar,
it is.
right?
It is a guy. Yeah, he is
Yeah.
a man.
Sir, I am humbled to be here in this wonderful town. My name is Paul Anka. You might have heard of my work from the South, a famous musician. I'm trying to bring my music, my art, to this part of the world, to the north, and see if I can brighten it up just a little bit. I was just curious if I could put some of my posters up here, my pamphlets, for just if your guests are looking for shows or things like that. But I'm on the start of my tour across the 10 towns.
He kind of looks at you, like really confused, and he says, "Sure, you can put your pamphlet up on that board right here."
Thank you. Can
No mention.
Could I get one of your finest glasses of wine?
He says, sure. And he kind of gets some really, really nice grape wine down from the south. And he looks at you and says, this would be about 5 gold.
I'll get the one below that one. Sorry.
So, but I already poured it for you.
Oh, okay. We'll do it. We'll do it. Maybe one day I could perform for you.
Okay.
I'm pretty booked up at the moment. A lot of personal shows around town, but one day we'll get it in the books.
Well, you should know my name is Scram Sachs, so if you're ever in town, just ask for me and we'll set you up. I'm pretty sure a couple people would like some music around here.
I'll do a little bow. Scram Stacks, it would be my honor to bring my art to this town.
Oh, well,
And
thank
show
you.
everyone just the power of music.
Well, I appreciate it very much, sir. And he kind of chuckles
Thank you.
underneath his breath. And he leaves you to it. So I'm assuming all three of you are at kind of in the same general area.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
me and Keandre are what by the bar, so.
Yes.
I like your funny words, Magic Man.
You say that to me?
We can make that happen.
The other magic man.
Yeah.
An approximation.
All right. Now since you
I can
guys
feel the magic.
are relatively close to each other and not formally met, I think it would be appropriate to describe how y'all characters look. So we can start with Kabak first, and then we'll just go. I'll just say whoever's next. So Kabak, you can go first.
Put the visual description.
Put the visual.
I had
the
something
pe-
specific.
Oh no.
Essentially, I am a gray-skinned Goliath, so I'm fucking tall as fuck. I forgot what I said my eye color was, but I also had
Here, roll.
tattoos.
I got the token up.
Yeah, it's essentially it's very close to this. I didn't have tattoos on my head, but it's very close to this token.
Yeah.
So yeah, that works.
Yeah. Looks
And
beautiful.
so I describe like I have like a quarterstaff on me, and these are things that you would see. Like you would see my crossbow and my quarterstaff and
Sure.
dagger on my hip, things like that.
Sure. Beautiful man. All right.
I look like Dave Bautista, but really tall.
so
I like that description.
literally Drax,
Yeah, but tall.
but tall.
Not
Alright.
so tall. Okay, that makes sense.
All right. So next up is Mr. Paul.
So it's actually Paulenka. You have to say it my full name. No, just Paul.
Is there not a space? Should it be like an apostrophe instead?
There's a space, but let's just be real. Paulenka rolls off the tongue.
Ah,
All right. Paul Anka.
But that outfit is fairly on point. Other than like I probably look a little bit, probably looks a little bigger just because it is fur lined. And I am actually hiding leather armor under it. Just don't want to show that off at all. But I've also got a set of bongos on me, a lute, and then I have a backpack as well. And then I've got my stack of my pamphlets and posters. And yeah, it's just a picture of me saying 10 Towns tour coming soon. And it's just a very, like, trying to describe it, it's like me wearing something that could be called sunglasses. I don't know what it would be called in this world, but I don't need that here at all. And it's just me suffering for my music on the poster, to be honest.
Wait,
Suffering from success.
suffering on the music? Wait, what?
Just you can just tell from the poster I'm really in the mood on my music, and you just see a man sitting there with his lute and then using his feet to tap his bongos.
He vibing.
Okay. All right. All right. Sure. Sure. All right. Next up is Raylan. Let's go to Raylan.
So, kind of in terms of the physical description, like
I'm really small.
that's. I'm not that short. I'm like average height for a dwarf. So it means I'm extremely tiny compared to Keandre's character.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, pretty much that physical description right there. I'm trying to remember what else I wrote.
There we go.
But yeah, and instead of leather armor or anything like that, I just have on like good, winter clothes. And of course, I have my axe at my back, a dagger at my side, and a little thing to on my hip to kind of hold all my knickknacks, papers, that sort of shit.
Okay. There we go. All right. Now you guys are all together. So what do you guys... Well, I don't think y'all have formally met each other, so I'll let y'all do what you need to do.
And who are you then? Pointing at Paulinka.
Good sir. Do you by chance know of my music?
I know not of this music.
Nope.
I'm just here to spread the art, give it to the people, lighten the days. It's a simple task. It takes a lot, but I'm just here to start the tour. I've traveled throughout the southern part of this country, see many beautiful, wondrous things. I've lived a great life, and I just think now it's time for me to sacrifice a little more and find new motivation for my music, and I believe that these 10 towns is the place for that to happen.
I meant your
people
name.
out their money
I
with
meant
music.
your name.
Got it.
If people want to pay for my performance, let it be. I'm pretty booked up. I've got a lot of personal shows coming up soon, quite a few. But when my schedule opens up and whatnot, I'm here to play. I'm definitely here to play. I'd play right now. I could tell that this pub could use some music, but I need to let my art sit. I had a concert not too long ago, and God, I felt it. I hit just my zone. Now it's just not the time.
Whatever you say, I say as I roll my eyes.
And your name?
Paulinka.
Ah. I am Kabak, the one without fear, as my people call me. And you, little one?
Do not call me little one. I've had enough of that BS. Every time I go into a town, there's that one guy. Always that one guy. But,
I like the spirit of this one.
so we may get along after all then. But my name is Raylan.
Okay.
Good to meet you.
Frosthammer.
All right. So, now what do y'all want to do?
So what brings you both into this town?
My reasons are none of your concern, but I am from here. It is not this town, but this part of the world. It was due for me to return.
It's definitely
Like
very...
him.
Oh. Go.
Like him, I'm from this general area, not this town in particular, but one of the other 10 towns. And about a couple months ago, I received a letter from my mother. She was not sounding like herself. She sounded distressed, and I just knew something was up, so I'm trying to return home to go see what's going on, but there's something going on here. That's all I know.
Okay.
It is quite odd that they have sacrifices.
Yeah. When
Quite
I
a
was
number.
here years ago, there wasn't anything like that. It was just a quiet, peaceful town.
Huh. Good to know.
Indeed. There were no sacrifices in this area, and the sun would shine in the sky, and the season would function as normal.
It wouldn't always be so cold. Of course, during the winter it would be, but the summer would heat up. Not by much, but enough that you could tell.
Okay. All right. Good. So do y'all want to stay in here, or what do y'all want to do?
Raylan, what is this quest you pulled from the board?
Something about a murder around here, which, to be honest, I'm not surprised by. Here, take a look, and I kind of pass him the paper.
Yeah, and it says on it, wanted, murderer. Basically says a dwarf was murdered. A dwarven glassblower was murdered, and if you have any information about the murder, you either speak to Speaker Duvasa Shane, who is the leader of Bryn Shandir, or Sheriff Markham Southwell for any information. And it does have like what was used, which is the icicle through the heart. I'm just giving you the rundown for a reminder's sake.
Yeah.
Okay.
I finished reading over the sheet. I put it down, pulled my journal back out,
Mm-hmm.
traced the back pages,
Mm-hmm.
closed the journal, put it away. Do you think that we should investigate this situation?
I mean, I've never heard of anybody being killed by a icicle through the heart. That's just strange.
Quite gruesome.
Sounds like a song.
What the barkeep said, it's not the first time this has happened. It's apparently been happening in many of the other towns around here. So, whatever this is, it's recurring.
I too have had that feeling of an icicle in my heart when a loved one had left me at one point in my life. For a more famous musician.
Yeah, but you ain't dead, so isn't quite the same.
Enough of your metaphors.
Kabak has no fucking time for metaphors.
Tell me.
I don't know how to respond.
Tell me, Bard. Are you or are you not capable of fighting? Would you not like to see what exactly is going on in this part of the world?
I guess at times a little bit of investigation is the best way to learn of the world and get a feel for it.
Okay.
So, no man can survive here unless they know how to at least defend yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I do have this fine crossbow that's seen many a battle as I pull out this pristinely new crossbow.
Actually, hold on. I got a better idea. Okay, so Paulinka, pull out your crossbow. I want Kabak and Raylan to roll. Hold on. Let me look at the character sheets. That way I know what I'm.
It has the tag on it still.
Not Actually, yeah. Roll either investigation or perception.
Definitely perception.
Whichever. Kabak, you just kind of see it as like a normal crossbow, nothing out of the ordinary. Raylan, however, you've seen a ton of crossbows. You've seen him be used before. This one is brand spanking new.
Yep, and I'm just gonna roll my eyes at him.
Oh, jeez. Oh, my Lord have mercy. Okay.
I'm just gonna be rolling my eyes at this man all the time, aren't I?
Probably.
Seems like a strong possibility.
All right. So, I will say on the flyer, it does say, if you guys are going to continue with the murderer stuff, it does say that the speaker, who was the leader, she is in the council hall. That's all it says. If y'all were to continue or with this or go find something else, it's up to you. Give me 1 second.
Let's say go find the speaker.
Okay.
Yeah, I was about to say. I'm gonna kind of like wave towards the barkeeper to get his attention.
Yes, Missy. What can I do for ye?
Do you have any idea where I could find the speaker?
The speaker? Well, yes, she's down south from here. You go past the town center near the southwest gate, and he kind of like points down to where it is. It's a huge building. You won't miss it because it'll have the heraldry on it. You'll know when you see it.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
Well, if you two want to help me out with this, I'm gonna go see the speaker. If not, feel free to spend your money on booze or try to win a woman's heart with your music. I'm out. So, and I'm gonna start walking towards the door.
Okay. Everyone starts walking towards the door.
Tubok's
I
not far
follow.
behind.
All right.
And I drop a pamphlet where I sat at the bar.
Consistency is key.
Oh my god. I can't wait for this. Anyway, as you guys walk down to where what's his name? I forgot. Goodness, I can't even speak. Scramsax, the owner of the Northlook. As you walk down, you see right about here in front of what appears to be a blacksmith. You see that there are 3 dwarves standing in front, and they look kind of distraught, and they kind of look at you 3, and one of them, a dwarf female, comes up to you, and she says, "Well met. Are you adventurers by chance?"
We are the finest adventurers you'll find in this land, ma'am.
Oh, great. Well, my name is Hruna, and these are my friends, Crocs and Storn. And she kind of motions to the other 2 dwarves. You notice that when you look at Haruna, that her right ear is missing, and she's also missing 2 fingers on her left hand.
Oh.
And you notice the other 2. You notice that the dwarves that she kind of motions, which was Crux, he's also lost 3 fingers, and his nose is missing. And
I take Peruna's hand and I kiss it, like a gentleman does.
She says, "Oh, thank you, thank you so much." And she kind of like reaches into her pouch and she starts pulling out like a pipe, and she starts to light it. You see that the 3rd dwarf keeps like anxiously looking up at the sky and then back at you guys, and he keeps doing that over and over again. She says, well, we need help, and... Sorry, Haruna says, we need help, and you look like a capable lot.
Most capable you will find here.
Well, yes. See, we are survivors of a group of dwarves tasked with delivering a sled of iron ingots to Bryn, and a Yeti surprised us and killed one of us. The rest of us fled as the Yeti tore Ubak limb from limb. Now, we need someone to go back and get the sled for us. As payment, of course, we offer you each a gemstone worth 50 gold. And of course, the friendship of the dwarves of Icewind Dale can also be a boon. And she kind of looks towards you, Raylan. And we are the proprietors of this blacksmith shop right here, and we would very much appreciate the help. If it is not too much trouble.
Where or how far out of town were you guys when you were attacked?
It's let me see. It is about, let me double check. It's about an hour trek down this way, and she kind of motions up to like the north eastern part of town. I would recommend some snowshoes, though. The snow is quite tall at this point.
A brief walk.
Yeah, it's only a few hours, hopefully, commitment. We should be able to get there and back. And then in the morning go speak to the speaker.
Why not?
You Kabulk.
Should be fine. I should be able to guide you there, no problem.
Okay. All right, let's do this shit. And she says, thank you so much. Don't worry, we'll be here when you get back. All right. Oh, the place you're looking for, I completely forgot. It's an area called Kelvin's Cairn. Like I said, it's just down the way. It's maybe a few hours walk.
I thought you said an hour.
Did I say an hour? Okay. Then I retconned and said an hour. All right, then it's just an hour out. Not too bad. All right. So what do y'all want to do?
Should I roll survival if we're going to successfully trek through all that bullshit?
Let's see. Sure. Do y'all want to make any preparations before you go?
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, a couple of you probably need to.
It's your call.
I'm good.
Okay.
We should probably get some food just to be safe in case this goes awry. And does anybody know how to kill a Yeti?
You kill it the same way you kill anything else.
We'll find a way. By the way, John, how much are snowshoes? I meant to give myself snowshoes. I just did subtract it from my gold.
Let me see. Where is it? Avalanches, blizzards, extreme cold, overland travel. Mountain travel. I know it has snowshoes. Where the fuck is the snowshoes? Oh,
Give me a minute, guys. I'll be right back.
Snowshoes are like 2 gold.
Cool.
Okay. There we go.
I'm for the most part ready. I've already got a ration.
All right.
Or multiple rations.
Yeah, we got rations for days. All right.
I got a water skin. I got some rations. I got candles.
Candles are the best. All right, so we're gonna wait for a bit. While we wait for Raylan to get back. Add time. actually.
After these messages.
After these messages. Oh, that's nice.
Hmm.
All right. All right, are we ready? Ooh. Oh. What do you see?
Look at that stuff.
Look at that stuff. All right, are we ready?
So we're headed out.
All right, I guess we're heading out. So you guys walk out of the north gate and you start making your way through. The snow is starting to pick up a lot. And as you guys are trekking through, a blizzard starts to form around you guys. You guys have been walking for maybe about 30 minutes or so. What I want you guys to do is all right. As you guys are walking through this blizzard, it is extremely hard to see, and it's actually hard to hear your companions even next to you. Now, what I want you guys to do is I want you to kind of figure out who's going to be the navigator of the group as this blizzard's going on.
Everyone keep your eyes on me.
Okay.
So yeah, Cabalt's tall. I'm like.
Okay. Kabak. You are. We'll just change your name to Cabal. I want.
Say Cabal.
Yeah. I want you to make a survival check. Oh no.
That's not the.
That's not good.
I have proficiency in that, and it still rolled like shit.
Yeah. You guys keep walking. You start walking for what feels for a lot longer than an hour. Kabak, I want you to roll survival again. Okay. That's a little bit better. All right. There we go. So you,
numbers.
Yeah. So you realize, Kabak, oh, we're probably not going the right way. Or it feels like we're not going the right way. So eventually you wander through, and you guys, let me see if we are in the right spot. Yes, you are. Perfect. I'm going to put your tokens on the map. You guys see a... where is it? Nope, that's not what I'm looking for. Looking for the token. Do you how do? If I remember correctly, I think you guys can do that if you go to edit and put your tokens out. I think I remember. Because if not... Yeah, because if I do that, then I gotta do that every time.
Here we go.
I don't see anything about tokens.
Yeah.
No, because that's not that. Goodness, it's been forever since I've done this. Oh, no, that's not it. That's not it. Hold How do I fucking do this? I don't remember to do this. It's been a while. It's been a hot minute. Oh, oops, I did not want to open that and that.
Oops.
Why is it not? Don't worry, we'll work out the kinks. Oops, I did not mean to show.
With time.
Damn, how did I do this originally? Because I don't remember. I never remember how to do this. Here, we'll just do this for right now. We will just do that for right now. Until I figure it out later.
Yeah.
Because this is... No. Yes. Okay. Yeah, because I'll figure this out later. Alright, so y'all should be able to move them when I'm done. This one is... okay, P. I couldn't remember your the first name of your character. Ryan, there we go. Alright, so y'all can set up however y'all are. Alright, let me hit. Oh.
Ominous. Less ominous.
Less ominous, but still pretty good. Alright.
Ominous.
Now I have to open up all my shit again. Alright. As you guys are walking, Kabak, I want you to roll survival one more time.
Okay.
You
Why is this rolling so shitty?
Yeah. You guys guess that you're in the cairn. As you guys are kind of walking, you see a snow-covered ridge, and in front of you, you see a frozen, dismembered corpse in this gully in front of you right here. Snow covers some of the gory bits, but the headless torso and severed limbs are visible. You see tracks in the snow all around the corpse, and the telltale grooves in the snow left behind by a sled that has been hauled away.
Huh?
Yeah, it's pretty gross. So what do y'all want to do?
Do you guys want to follow the sled tracks? Oh.
Follow the origin.
Mm-hmm.
That seems like the logical thing to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do Yetis use sleds?
No, but it's what they
Doubtful.
had when they were attacked.
Okay. All right. You want to keep going, y'all want to follow the sled tracks?
Yeah.
Okay. So y'all continue down this way. All right, give me 1 second. You guys see, as I reveal everything, you guys see a bunch of little creatures, little baby humanoids. They appear to be goblins, and they are around a large cart that is being held by 2 polar bears. Looks similar to this one.
Okay.
All right. I want everyone to roll. Oof. Actually, hold on. I'm going to do something real quick. I need to roll stuff. I don't remember how to secret roll. How do I secret roll? God damn it.
Do it out in public for everybody to see.
One second. Fucking damn it. It's okay.
Don't worry, guys. I got it.
Okay. Okay. Second. Right. Okay. Okay. All right. It appears that they have not noticed you yet. That's all I needed to see. Sorry it took so long. So what do you guys want to do?
Well, it looks like this is. Is the cart with the polar bears the one we're looking for? I take it.
Are you asking me, or is your character assuming that?
I'm kind of at like saying this out loud to everyone.
They didn't say anything about polar bears, so do you
But
guys
we can't
think
ignore the possibility.
True. Plus, if we get that, that could provide us some shelter from the storm. Because I'm assuming the storm's still going on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why don't we attempt to play a little fear into this escapade that's about to happen? I'm gonna do a minor illusion, and I'm gonna do it of a. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna do it of a Yeti roar.
You gonna do the Yeti roar?
Please let this work.
How far does it? Hold on. Put my illusion up again.
One sec. So 30 feet is the range.
Okay.
So like I would probably do it not necessarily like right where they
if,
are,
if
but
you
like,
if you were to do that. Okay, hold on. Yeah.
I'd do it from like here.
Oof, you'd have to stealth over there.
Oh no, like make the sound, or I'd make
Oh,
the sound
that's
kind of
right.
come from like, yeah, because
Okay,
I'm
that's
just trying
right.
to make the sound.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
so
I
like,
remember.
I'd make the sound come from like this direction, kind of in the dark.
Okay.
I don't know if you see my ruler.
Yeah, I see it.
Okay, cool.
All right. So let me see if I remember correctly. Serves the illusion. So what's your spell save DC?
I guess 15. Is that what that's what it says at the bottom?
Oh,
in the chat.
Wow! Look at that.
Right?
That's cool. So
I think that's new.
Okay, so it's intelligence, which I think their intelligence.
Is it wouldn't it be up against charisma?
It's intelligence. So you start casting your spell. Now I have to roll. I have to roll an intelligence DC. Okay. Okay, that's for that one. That's for that one. That one. That one. And that one. Okay. Okay. You notice, so you cast your Yeti sounds, and you see that all the goblins' ears start to prick up. One of them, like, makes like a sound, like a bird call, and a hawk comes and lands on its shoulder, and the goblin kind of whispers something in her ear, and the hawk like goes over to where the sound is, and then it kind of comes back, and she goes over to the other goblins and whispers something in their ear, and they don't seem to move to that location or anything like that.
Okay. Well, you know what? I guess what I could do is I could do an illusion too. Yeah, I guess I'll do I think how many can I have going on at one time? Oh, I think just one. What I'll do is I'll like slowly kind of have like a yeti, like an illusion of a yeti from that 30-foot range again.
Mm-hmm.
Like kind of like get up out of, like make it look like it's getting out of the snow.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You post that again. So I know the spell save DC. Mm-hmm. Is it the same spell save DC?
Yeah.
Oh, duh. Why am I fucking...
Oh, yeah, I'm doing the same spell.
Okay. I see what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm doing the same spell.
Oof.
I've just, like, I've stopped the noise, and now it's just, I have the image. But
Okay.
from a... technically it's a 5-foot Yeti.
5-foot Yeti?
I guess, yeah. It says it must be no larger than a 5-foot cube. I'm hoping that, like, what I might do is make it kind of look like it's coming out of the snow a little bit, like it's been buried in the snow.
Okay. Yeah. We'll do that. I got something for that. All right. So you hit it about right here, if I remember correctly, about there.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So you cast your spell. You see this goblin. Oops. Let me select it. There he is. He starts running over to here, and you see him like knock a few arrows and shoot it into the illusion. The other Yeti kind of goes closer to him, and they look like they're having a conversation. And one of them kind of goes over to the one that shot the arrow, goes over to where the illusion is, and he's looking around. The other ones don't really seem to notice.
Seems like it's time to introduce ourselves properly then.
Okay.
Take them from the south side, do you think?
Probably.
How the fuck do you do?
Yes, that's what we gotta do.
All right. We can roll initiative. Yay! I'm trying to remember how to do this because I don't remember.
It's only the first session.
That's okay. I'll remember it. I think I can. Because I think y'all can roll initiative. I think that starts it, doesn't it?
Yep, I just rolled mine.
Okay, hold on. How the fuck did Ben do this? Because I don't remember.
What dictates your initiative number? I don't remember.
It's
Dexterity.
yeah, it's Dex.
I'm just trying to find where I hit it.
Yeah, it should be. Yep. Should be like on your whatchamacallit.
Spell sheet. Oh,
Yep.
Yeah,
there
it's
it
like-
is. Initiative. Okay, I think I rolled the right thing.
Fuck, I'm trying to remember how to do this. It's been a long time. This is exciting.
Riveting.
So
content.
exciting.
It's on the bar card.
How the fuck? Shit, I don't remember how this worked. Let's see. Oh!
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You click your thing. You click your token and then you roll initiative on it.
Oh. Should we do it again?
Yeah. I think you click your token and then you hit click initiative.
I did it. I didn't. Are we looking for something specific?
Hold on.
Because I did it again
No.
and I rolled like shit.
What does it add turn?
Settings. I don't know what any of that is.
What is it? Unless I'm dumb.
So we clicked it on our character sheet.
Yeah. Why is the thing not showing up? Because there was like a... Because there's supposed to be like a little tracker thing. That's so weird. Right click on the token. And it's not... Why is it not letting me do this? Because it would be very helpful. Because there's a lot of shit.
I know it can be done.
I know it could be done too, because we've done it before. I just don't understand why it's not showing up.
Mysterious.
Unless I'm... Ugh. Fucking hell. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna have to do this manually. I'm gonna have to go get a piece of paper. God damn it.
Oh no.
What a
Let me bring
disaster.
some.
Crumbling live on stream.
Alright. Found something. Okay. I'm gonna have to mess with this again. Alright, let me roll my fucking things real quick. There we go. Let's see. 1. Jesus, they're rolling like shit.
That means we all get to beat up on them before they beat up on us.
Okay.
I love it.
I'm just gonna use the initiative that y'all have rolled first.
Good.
I'll figure this. I'll figure out the stuff later. And then let's do that one for this. We'll just have to mark them, I guess. Okay. Riveting.
It's that good stuff.
First sessions are always really rough.
Yep.
I'm gonna go get some carrots.
Delicious.
Delicious.
You get to hear that loud crack every time I take a bite.
I think it's
That good ASMR.
okay. Then it's
People pay good money to listen to me chew on carrots for an entire evening.
That's why they pay you the big bucks.
And you're all getting it for free.
All none of them.
all none of them. I'd be surprised.
If you had anybody, they're gone now.
That is also true. I'm not gonna lie. But it's okay. Because I don't really care right now. Just kidding, I care immensely.
about right.
So we homebrewed some wine. It was like some like homebrew kit that Kate bought. And I was sitting there thinking, like, I don't even really think it's like got like any alcohol to it. And now I'm kind of sitting here like, oh, I'm actually buzzed
That's dangerous.
That's very dangerous.
on a Sunday.
On a
Like
Sunday.
I'm not bad, but I just like I literally sat there drinking and I'm like, there's no way I'm getting much of a buzz off of this.
Yeah.
Get
All right.
fucking turnt.
All right. I'm ready. I'll figure out the turn order stuff later because it's not showing up for me. I'll figure that out on my own, probably tomorrow or something, and I'll make it work. Hopefully, I'll figure out how to make it work. Anyway, all right. So actually, the first person who's gonna go first, redundancy, is Raylan.
Thank God, not me.
Thank God, not me. So let me see. Since the blizzard is still going on, where the fuck is the? There it is. You are going to have like a reduced movement speed.
How much does it take off?
Excuse me. Sorry.
You're disgusting.
Let's see. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Concentrating on a spell. Oh, well, oops. Reduced to 20 feet. Da-da-da-da. That's veering off course. Trying to see. Let's just say that it. 'Cause I don't think it actually says that. Okay, we're just gonna have it lower your movement speed by like 5 feet. Because you have to get your little feetsies up through the snow.
Let's see.
And it's hard.
Ryan,
It's also
how'd
kind.
you
It's also
do
hard.
that ruler thingy?
It's a circle with the ruler inside of it. Yep. Bam.
Okay. So
So yours should be blue.
So we're
Mine would be
moving
blue.
25 feet.
Yeah.
Cool.
So it's about a 35. You're about 35 feet away. The blizzard is masking y'all a little bit, and there is a rock in front of y'all that they obviously can't see. Right now, we're pausing time while Raylan's doing
Yeah.
her turn.
Wow.
The world.
Okay. Just trying to. Oh, I see it. No, that's my direction facing. You want each square is 5 feet.
Each square is 5 feet.
1, 2, 3. Guess I'm gonna kind of move. Trying to get behind this rock right here.
Okay.
So.
All right. So you move closer. This. Actually, are you trying to like sneak up closer? Or are you just like full frontal charging?
Sneak.
Okay, I need you to roll sneak. I need you to roll stealth.
Stealth.
If you're gonna try and do that, yeah.
Thank God I have a high dex.
Make that sneak roll.
Oof.
Okay.
Okay, that's actually good. Okay. You hear a hawk sound coming from up above you. As you look up, you see that the hawk is like perches back on this goblin's shoulder. He kind of like looks out, and let's see if he sees you. Ooh, he does not. It looks like he hasn't seen you yet. So it's still your turn.
Still my turn.
Yeah. It's
I
about.
really don't have a
It's about 20 feet away.
20 feet. Yeah. I really don't have any ranged weapons. I mean, I have my javelins.
I'm gonna try and fucking yeet the javelin to him. No.
20 feet that way. No, I'm gonna try to. I'm scared. try to hide, basically.
Okay. Next it's Paul's turn.
I don't want that.
Well, well, it's your turn. You're up to
Please
bat.
can do stuff at a distance.
Yeah. Okay. So I have 80-foot range with my crossbow.
Yeah. I
Can
will
you
say,
see anything?
I will say for the crossbow, you will be rolling at disadvantage.
I had a feeling.
Yeah, because the visibility is reduced by like 20 feet.
So you should at least close that distance for the loss.
So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move like right behind that boulder. It just looks like a real snug place, really comfy and cozy.
But we have some more ideas.
And I am actually gonna keep up this illusion a little bit longer, just to keep our homeboy over here out of the way. I don't want to do the little click thing. How do I do the thing where like? Oh, there it is.
Yeah, you hold
keep
it.
him out.
Yeah, you hold
Yep.
it.
So what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna have my illusion kind of like dive under the water or dive under the snow and then make like another like crying noise, but I'm gonna have the crying noise be a little warped this time.
Okay.
Like something is like actively going down. So like the Yeti will actually like make a move as I dissipate the physical illusion, and then the small illusion will, or the minor illusion will then start making a noise, like this warped noise. This warped Yeti call.
Okay.
Like he's transforming almost.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. Give me 1 second. All right. Let's see. You said that it was about. Where was the Yeti the Yeti illusion about? Right here, or like right here?
I think it would be like here, just about.
Okay.
So yeah, like right there. So he's like very close to it.
Okay. 1 second while I do this. So I have to get this up so I can see what I'm doing. Okay. Cool. All right. So we'll just make that roll right there. All right. You can kind of see the goblin right here. He notices your illusion and he starts running back in terror. And you see him that he is talking to what appears to be the head goblin, and then you hear a loud trumpet sound. And that will be that, because I want that to happen. All right, and then was there anything else you wanted to do on your turn? Which I think you've done everything. So that would be all right. Kabak, it is now your turn. Yep, Kabak, it's now your turn.
Let's get this ball rolling.
I'm gonna fucking murder these things.
I pull my quarterstaff off my back.
Okay.
And then what's my speed? 30?
Yeah, so you can move about right here.
I get up in their shit.
You can move right there.
I look at this guy.
Okay.
And I hit him.
Give me 1 second. Hold on. I need to go get my stuff real quick. I forgot to grab it. Oopsie doops. Actually, no. Fuck that. I'll just look it up. Oh boy. Okay. So you full on charge straight into the middle of this little goblin encampment. You You run up and you try and hit this wily son of a bitch right here. You, in your steadfastness, you kind of trip a little and you miss, like just barely. You just barely missed. This goblin notices you and he starts to scream. like you took him by kind of surprise because he was kind of in the middle of a conversation. All right, so I think it's +4. All right, what is your AC?
12.
12. He frantically tries and starts. He pulls out his scimitar and he starts like, yeah, trying to stab you. But you kind of expected that, so you quickly dodge out of the way. This goblin, shit, notices you full on, and she is going to try and move away from you. And you see that her turn is that she's going to move away from you, and you see her kind of like pull out a torch and start to light it. And then let's see what's next. Of course, they're all one after
got a
another.
lady dwarf here.
Yeah, they're all one after the other, of course. Let me see. Okay. I want to make sure. This one's going to move up to you, Kabak, and he's going to try and hit you. You said it was 15 or 14?
Said it was 12.
Oh, boy.
Please don't be dead.
How much is it? Okay, +4. Okay, 1d6. Jesus, okay.
Why would it even be so high when I'm level?
Alright. I might have to lower it a bit. Okay, so you run. So you notice that this goblin kind of appears out of nowhere and stabs you straight into the side. You take 6 points of damage.
Okay.
Neat. This orange one is like right in front of you. He's gonna do the fucking same. That's right. Okay. All right. That one misses. He tries to swing at you, and that one misses. Let me see. And the purple one. Purple one's gonna move right here, and now it's gonna be Raylan's turn.
Let's see. Still need to figure out how to do that whole ruler thing. I'll figure that out on my own time. I forget. What is my range with my great axe?
Like for melee, it's 5 feet, so you have to be right next to him. So if you were to hit this one, you have to move up to here.
I have enough. Okay. Because I have 20 movement, so 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna whack this dude in the face.
Sure.
So the purple one. Let's see. So that would be my great axe.
That would be your great axe.
Okay.
Damn, even with disadvantage, you fucking hit like a damn truck. All right, roll for damage.
Yep. So it's a. Sorry, I'm just not sure what to hit.
Let me see. Let me pull up your sheet.
Yeah, because it's a. I know what it is. I'm just not sure how to roll it.
So when you look at your weapon, you see it has like damage plus type, and it has like the 1d12 plus 3. You click that one.
Okay, so go ahead and hit it.
Fucking hell.
Wait, tell me he's very close to dead.
How do you want to do it?
Can I just go and just chop his head off? Like,
Yeah, you.
awesome, badass, like, turn, like, 360 and chop the head off.
Yeah, that's literally what you
Jumping.
do. Yeah, that's literally what you do. You run up to him and you cut his head off. Clean. I think that's it for your turn. Paulinka, it is now your turn.
Make it count.
I'm actually gonna do something because I kind of have to, or
Oh,
we'll die. So I'm gonna move my boyo here, kind of like still. He's not quite fully ready to be out in the foray, but I'm gonna, John, let me know if this is correct. I'm gonna do a thunderous wave. Well, actually, shit, I
Does
guess
that
I
hit?
can
Does
do
it hit in a cone? I think that hits in a cone, doesn't it?
It's like
Hold on, put it up if
yeah,
you can, because that might help me. So,
a 15-foot cube.
so that would be. Hold on. So that'd be about that big, if I'm thinking correctly.
Okay, so I couldn't. Is there a way I could move where I could get homeboy over here too, or no?
Oh, this one?
Well,
Another
could I
step
get all
forward,
three
I
in
guess.
it?
I mean, you'd have to move like right here. You have to move like right
Here?
on top of them. Yeah, like in this square.
Okay. Cool. I'm gonna do that.
All right. Move one more space.
And I'm gonna be. Yep.
Oh, it originates from you, so it's actually. Hold on. Jesus, that's a huge fucking space.
Yeah.
Because it starts from you. It's about that big, I think. Hold on.
Yeah, so you could go back to, you could hide behind that rock to the north and do it. I don't know how much space you had to move.
I don't think I could have moved that much. Oh yeah, definitely yes.
Yeah, because it's gonna hit Kabak.
And then I'll die.
Probably, yeah, because it's gonna hurt. So wait, hold on.
So if I did it from this angle though and didn't hit the red one, it wouldn't hit Kabak.
No, it's starting from you and it's making the cube. That's like this big. Yeah, because it's a 15-foot square. So it's gonna hit Kabak because it's just a big.
You'd have to go one up to not.
Okay.
Well, I mean it's 2d8
Well, I
thunder damage. If Kabak were to make like a successful save, he probably could have done it. He'd be okay.
I'm gonna do it from here because it looks like from here it won't hit him.
Okay,
It'll hit
that's
these three.
fine. That's fine. All right.
Cool.
Okay. Does it? Okay, it is not that. All right, so I have to make DC spell 15. I guess I have to make 3 saves. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. And okay. All right. So they all failed. So roll your
Gore.
2d8 thunder damage. Holy shit.
Cool.
Holy
And it pushes all of them back 10 feet as well.
Yeah. So as you guys are like kind of fighting, you hear a loud thunderclap. And you see that Kabak sees, hold on, let me get this right. Sees the 2 goblins that were attacking him fling themselves behind him, completely scorched. And they see the other goblin over here fling over. How much was it? 15. Jesus Christ. That's a lot. 19 minus 21 is... No, 15 minus 21 is...
-6.
6. There we go. Holy shit. So these ones fucking are dead.
Hey.
One-shotting stuff?
I mean, it is a level 1 encounter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did not expect to just, like, 360 no-scope somebody's head off, so...
I mean, they have like 7 health. Alright, Kabak. It's your turn.
To change weapons, is that an action?
I think so, yeah.
Whack. So I'm just gonna try to crack this one in the skull. Two-handed.
Yeah, you hit him. 7 straight. Alright, how do you want to do it?
I do exactly as I said. I cracked him in the side of the head and fucking sent him flying.
So, as like this poor goblin wasn't even able to process what had happened to his friends, and as soon as he like turns back towards you, he just gets a face full of your quarterstaff, and he just falls crumpled to the ground. All right, it's perfect. Now it's this goblin's turn. You see that this goblin is holding up a newly lit torch, like just when right before she flew into the air. You see that she like tosses it down to the ground and she starts running. I'll just put it right here so y'all can still see her. But she's starting to run. Now, question: do y'all want to give chase?
I'm gonna try and shoot it.
I'm ready to go after it.
Okay. Well, Raymond, it actually is your turn. If you can hit 30 feet away at disadvantage.
I can't. My speed's only 25, so I can't even get there. And 20 because of the snow.
Well,
I mean,
I'm talking about with your javelin. If you want to try it.
I'm gonna
Hail Mary.
move up.
Hail Mary.
Probably right there. Yeah. I'll figure out how.
Okay.
Okay.
it's
I'm
fucking
dumb.
full on
Just-
Olympics. Run forward and just fucking chuck that shit.
I'm trying to like fucking move my character, and now it's being dumb. Now that I figured out the roller, it's not letting me move
Oh,
my
you
character.
go.
You gotta go back to the.
You go back to the mouse. You click back
Yeah.
on the mouse. On that little bar thing on the left hand side.
I'm dumb. Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna try with one of my javelins.
Alright. Alright, roll for damage.
That's
Damn.
an Olympic throw.
That's pretty good.
That's insane. I was actually worried about this fight. I was actually kind of worried about this fight. Sorry, hold on, I gotta...
Who are we? And, the odds were in our favor.
Yeah. So how do you want to do it?
I'm just... Honestly, I'm just gonna, like, yeet it at him. It's like...
So you see this goblin, like running through the snow. It's like the scene in Platoon. And this dwarf like can barely see the thing, just chucks it at it. It goes straight through the goblin's chest, and she falls down onto the snow. It's pretty fucking metal, actually. All right. So you've successfully killed all the goblins. What do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna check the body of the goblin boss.
Okay.
Check out the,
Second.
wagon.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna do Paul Anka's first. You see that the goblin boss is carrying. You kind of rummage through her things. You see 2 potions that are labeled potions of animal friendship.
Oh.
You also find a sealskin pouch, and you kind of count it up, and it has 13 gold in it. And a bone whistle,
Ooh.
too.
A bone whistle.
Yeah, bone whistle. All right.
It's like I know when we're gonna use these potions of animal friendship.
I mean, you never know, man. You never know. All right, Raylan, you go to the cart. Let me see. Let me go to the cart.
Sure, so my rolls were right for my damage. Because I'm looking at it and, because, like, the Great Axe was supposed to be 1d12 plus 3. So.
I don't think you did it right. I think what you did is like.
Oh yeah, you rolled a d20. Yeah.
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 Oh, that's right. You clicked the weapon.
Yeah, you told me to hit the damage.
Yeah, I messed up. I'll give you that. I'll just let it. I'll just let you.
Yeah.
You'll let it go.
I'll let it go. Yeah, because you clicked the weapon on the thing. So when you roll your d20, you click javelins or you click quarterstaff, and then it does all that calculation for you.
And then for damage.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So you click on the weapon on your character sheet to roll your d20, and then for damage on the chat, you'll see that like when you highlight your weapon, you click that.
Okay.
And then it does the damage.
Okay, now I see what I'm supposed to do. Because I was hitting it again.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's probably why.
Yeah, because you told me to hit.
Yeah, because I was wrong.
Where's the damage? Yeah.
I was wrong. I feel like every time I use Roll20, I forget how it works for like the first 2 sessions, and then it just like and then it's streamlined after that because I know exactly what to do. But every time, yeah, it happens every fucking time. We do Roll20. I always forget how it fucking works. Anyway.
Also,
oh, sorry, you were gonna say something.
I was gonna say I split up. I take 4 gold pieces for the both of them to give to them as well.
Okay.
The satchel, because I'm a good guy.
Excuse me.
I'm the Paulinka.
I'm the Paulinka.
So.
Wait, how many did you say?
Find in the thingy, the wagon.
Oh, the wagon. Yes. Yeah. So Raylan, you go to the wagon. You open up the back of it, and you see a large pile of iron ingots. Very large pile of iron ingots.
So. Because I'm assuming they want us to take those back. If I remember correctly.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and gather those up.
Well, should
all
we take
of them?
The cart?
Yeah.
There are 300. Oh, I should mention there are about 100 iron ingots in there.
Okay, I was thinking it was like 20.
No.
I mean, how?
So I guess.
How strong do we need to be?
Well, okay, you hold up an iron ingot. You think it weighs about like 2 pounds, so about 300 of those is like what?
A lot of weight.
It's a lot of weight.
Does anyone have animal handling? Or like, let me ask this like in character. Is anyone familiar with using animals? Because we have these polar bears. We can try and tame them, or I've got these potions to get us the rest of the way.
The potions seem the wisest choice.
Yeah. Well, animals tend to like me, but I'm not gonna risk it right now.
I mean, dashing young woman as yourself, the polar bear might take to you, or Kabak. I mean,
use the damn potions.
you don't fear anything, so do you fear polar bears?
I do not.
All right.
We'll use the potions of animal handling, and Kabak, can you kind of set the direction for us to get the polar bears to take us in the cart where we need to?
Sure. Do I need to roll something for that?
Are you just drinking the potion?
Oh, is that
Like,
something that we drink, or do we give it to the animals?
No, you drink it.
Oh, okay.
Because it casts a spell. Like, you cast the animal friendship spell,
Okay.
which lets you. The spell lets you convince a beast that you mean it no harm. Otherwise, okay, that's just like other shit. But basically, you're kind of convincing it what it needs to do. If that makes sense.
Okay. I'll do that.
All right. So, Kabak, you drink the potion. It tastes very hairy, I guess is the correct word to describe. Like
Wow.
there's like you kind of fish back in your mouth. Like there's little strands of hair in it.
Ah.
That's what I mean
Wow.
by it's hairy.
On the nose.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've had worse.
Delicious. All right. So you feel the sudden ability to cast the animal friendship spell. So you do so. And what are you gonna say to the polar bears?
Come, friends. Let us take you back to your owners.
Oopsie. I opened up Spotify by accident. I meant to open something else. There it goes. Okay. The bears kind of like nod and they start rolling they start moving along. You guys can hop on if you want.
I'm gonna go ahead and hop in the cart.
Yeah, look at you go. As you guys like, you see that the bears are crunching over the goblin remains.
Good.
Okay,
Oh,
now I see how that does.
We went immediately to all this. I wanted to loot the bodies of the other goblins, but I forgot.
I mean, you could still do that real quick because they're walking pretty slow. They're walking at a pretty good pace. You can quickly jump off and check.
Do they have anything that I would want?
Let me see.
A scimitar, I think you said.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
We do like scimitars. I
Didn't
feel like
Zeke
a
have a
scimitar for a goblin.
Yeah,
would be kinda
Zeke
small
had a
for you, though.
scimitar. Okay. On the goblins, you find. I mean, you could take the scimitars if you want, but you also see about.
Might as well take them all.
Yeah. Jesus. So you're carrying 5 scimitars.
I'm gonna sell them, probably.
Okay.
Smart man, smart man.
All right. You and you find about like 5 gold pieces on each of the goblins. So 1, 2, 3, 4. You find like 20 gold.
How do we split this?
3 of us, so
So you hop back on the cart. We're just gonna assume that like you grabbed all the scimitars. You grabbed the scimitars. So you have 4 scimitars, and you have 5
20
gold,
gold.
20 gold, along with the whatever amount that Paulinka gave you, which I think was like what 3. I think he gave
4.
he gave
Yeah,
4 to both of y'all.
Yeah.
We'll split this later. I'll just add it to mine and make a note.
Okay. All right. So let's go back.
These guys are blacksmiths. Might as well give them these swords.
Yeah. There we go. Back to the past. Samurai Jack.
Back.
All right, you guys. I'm gonna close that because I don't need that anymore.
Did you know that Will I Am is the singer on that song?
You serious?
Yeah. I am.
Oh no.
Wait, what happened?
What did I say? It was the North.
Will I Am.
Yeah. God damn it. Fucking hate you so much sometimes. All right, anyway. All right, we go.
Good.
All right.
Good.
All right, so we are going back. You guys are going back through to the North Gate, and you are going back to the Black Iron Blades. I actually did still need it. You see those 3 goblins in front of you, and as soon as not goblins, dwarves, excuse me.
Wow.
say that's offensive to all tall dwarves.
Yeah.
You almost did it too, and you're one of them.
Yeah. You see those three dwarves, and they run up to the cart, and they say, "Oh, you did it!" Hurin comes up and he's like, "You did it! Oh, thanks the stars above. Oh, what can we ever do without you?"
We are the adventurers we told you we were. I believe we've kept up our end of the bargain.
Oh, of course, of course. And she reaches into her bag, and she pulls out three very nice gems. Here's your troubles. Like I said, they're 50 gold apiece. I hope that's good enough for you.
One for each of us?
Yes,
That
one
sounds
for each
more
of
than
you.
Fair.
And
That sounds more than fair.
and
That is an honor.
and of course we do own this blade shop. Well, we can give you a discount as well if that's also good.
That will be very useful.
Question for you.
Yes.
Could you make use of these blades we
Of-
acquired?
What are these? Like you present to her the scimitars. It's like, not much, I'm afraid. What do you mean by make use? I could possibly sell them.
Either sell them or melt them down and repurpose them.
I could probably do that. And then you hear, as you do that, you hear another voice come up. It's like, I will gladly take these for you. And you see another female dwarf come up. She's dressed very finely. You see that that behind her there is a small little caravan, and on top of the caravan there is a man not wearing a coat, and he has very piercing blue eyes. The female dwarf that came up to you, she says, well, of course. I can take these from you, my dear Hurin, and I'll sell these as much as I can." Hurin kind of looks a little bit like shaken. She's like, I don't. It's like, no, it's no fear. And she kind of like looks to you, to the other dwarves kind of look to you and say, "You were the ones that got this back, right?" She points to the cart.
Of course.
Indeed, we are.
Yes.
Able-minded adventurers, always great. Well, my name is Torg. Torga Icevein. I kind of have a little bit of a stake in this. And she kind of looks at her and is like, I hope that this is good enough for your contributions. Is that correct? And Hurin says, "You're not going to take this whole thing, are you?" She's like, "Well, that needs to be determined. I'm only going to take what I need." And is that, unless the deal has changed? Hurin says, No, the deal hasn't changed." And she goes, "Agreed. Perfect. Sepik, take some of these iron ingots and put it on our cart. And as for these scimitars, I will gladly take them from you." And she looks at you, Kabak.
Mm-hmm.
She just holds her hand out. So what do you want to do?
I put the scimitars under my left arm.
Mm-hmm.
Pull out my journal. Take a glance at it for a moment.
Mm-hmm.
Put it away again.
Mm-hmm.
Do you simply expect me to hand this over to you in exchange for nothing? I knew them, but you are new to me.
Have they offered you anything? She kind of points to the three dwarves at the blade store.
We hadn't
They
gotten
were
that
the ones
far.
who hired us to get the cart.
Yeah, but this is a little bit separate. We hadn't gotten that far before you came along.
Well, if you're going to give them to them, then you could give them to me, as since they are predisposed to do so. And she kind of looks at them, kind of like sneeringly.
And what does that mean?
Well, it's none of your concern, I suppose.
What a fucking weirdo. Raylan, tell me what you think of this.
Honestly, we have no ties to her. They hired us to go get the cart, and we delivered it to them. You were going to offer them the swords, essentially, because they were a part of the cart. She has no business in this. I say we keep them.
How about this? I'll take one, you can have the rest.
I will take that. Sure. So she takes the scimitar, and she looks at the man that's in the cart, still taking off the iron ingots. And Sefik, how close are you to being done? No sooner with you yelling at me. And she says, fine. Well, I appreciate it. And she walks back over to her shop, her little caravan, and she looks like she's about to pull out some things to set up her shop in the middle of this area. The other three dwarves kind of look half-heartedly at you and say, I'm sorry that happened. I wish that didn't happen.
It is of no issue.
Who is she? She's a thief and a robber. The only reason why she wanted those things was that she could mark them up at a higher price. I guess she thought that since you were trying to offer them to me, that they were still my property. I guess that they were my property. Ugh. Hate that woman.
Vile
Assume you owe
indeed.
her money of some kind?
No. She pays for... I pay her for protection. The world out here, it's pretty harsh, as you can tell.
Fucking mob shit.
Yeah.
Huh.
She kind of gets into a low voice because she doesn't want the man offloading the iron ingots to hear anything. She says, well, I thank you for your time. And she kind of like says, is there anything else that we can do?
Nothing right now, but do not be surprised if you see us again in the future.
Oh, I would count on it. Thank you again.
If you need a musician, I'm always here to brighten the mood with music.
Hand him a flyer.
Hand him a flyer.
I'm fairly booked up at the moment, but I'd love to perform and hopefully just lay out everything, especially for someone as beautiful as you are, ma'am.
Oh, you don't have to do that. Thank you so much.
I kiss her on the hand again.
Are you gonna kiss the one that like has her fingers missing?
Yeah.
The Paulinka has a kink.
Oh my fucking god. Jesus Christ. Alright. As she turns away, you see that the man who is not wearing a coat, you get a little bit better of a look at him. You actually see that besides his bright blue eyes, you notice that he's wearing essentially like a shirt that stops right on his elbows. And considering that there was a blizzard not too long ago and it's really cold out, it seems like the chill doesn't really seem to bother him, if at all.
Normal man. Let's continue.
Okay. Cool.
I mean, I'm in a similar state, so who am I to
Okay. All right. So you guys, what you guys want to do when y'all got back?
We were gonna go, yeah, talk to speaker.
Okay. Cool. This might be.
What time is it?
What time is it? Shit.
Yeah. True. So I'm assuming we were gone all day.
Yeah.
The fight didn't take too long, though.
No, it really didn't. But it took y'all an hour to get out, and then an hour to come back. Actually, no, it took y'all like 2 hours to get out, and then an hour to come back. So y'all were gone.
Would it have taken an hour though with the polar bears?
Well, there's
true.
also the blizzard to deal with.
Yeah, it was the blizzard.
Oh, true.
That's why. That would be about. Because I think we started about noon-ish, but it's hard to tell since it's really hard to tell what time it is right now because of the curse that's going around. So y'all are we're just gonna assume that right now it's like 3 o'clock, but
okay.
The characters don't really know. They're kind of just guessing.
Yeah,
but it's yeah.
Just think it's like early evening to late afternoon.
Yeah. Y'all kind of guessing that, but it's really hard to tell because of how dark it is outside. I would say it's like a consistent like evening dark, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Until it turns into actual nighttime. So it's like a consistent kind of like evening dark.
Okay.
That kind of puts y'all into perspective. All right. So y'all gonna go speak to the speaker, correct?
Yeah, before the night's out. Yeah.
Okay. This will probably be the last thing because I don't have much planned after this.
Expect that to go on a lot longer?
No. Partially, yeah. But there's actually a fair. I'm splitting up each session by their quests, for each town. So that's how I'm doing it. Spoilers, but not really. Anyway, you guys are walking to the council hall. Based on the description of what's his name? I always forget. Scramsax.
Scramshick?
Scramsax. Yeah. It's a very interesting name.
Yeah.
My man.
Anyway, you guys see the council hall. It's actually a very well put building, and you see the heraldry. Here, I'm going to show it to you. Yes. You see the heraldry kind of a little bit covered in snow. It is on a wooden placard hanging right above the door. The building itself is a fairly modest wooden building with 2 wooden poles kind of holding up the upper balcony where it appears that there's usually like little chairs and stuff for the speaker. You see that people are kind of just wandering back and forth. So you guys are now in front of the council hall. So what do y'all want to do?
Go in.
All right, y'all going all in?
Mm-hmm.
All right. You guys go in. It's a very nice little kind of small office building. You see that in the center of the room there is a office. Sorry, give me 1 second. Yeah. All right, there is an office. a little office desk. My bad. A little desk, and
is there any type of secretary around?
Yeah. You see that there's a kind of small-ish elven woman on sitting behind the desk, and she's kind of writing notes, and she looks up and she says, "Oh yes, come in," and she stands up and she extends her hand out.
My fair lady, we've heard of the horrible case of the icicles through the hearts.
Oh, you're here for that?
We're here to solve it.
Oh yes,
Yes,
let me go get the speaker out for you, and she'll lead you in. Give me 1 second. And she stands up and she goes up the stairs and into like a back room. A few minutes pass, and you see a very regal looking woman come down. She's very young to be a speaker, you notice, Ren, because most speakers are relatively old. She looks pretty young for her position of power. She comes down and says, "My secretary has mentioned that you were here about the murders."
Yes, ma'am.
100%.
"If you would please follow me." And she kind of leads you up the stairs.
Can I just say that this is such an extravagant building as well? If you're ever, of course, seeking to fill these halls with music, I.D. Paulinka would love to be the one to bring that to this wondrous place.
Oh.
Proceeds to roll my eyes.
I've heard about you. Not you specifically, as in you, the bard you, but you leaving trash all over my city.
Wait, so you haven't heard of my wonderful music that from the South? I've become quite popular there. I'm kind of surprised that no one around here has heard of me.
Shouldn't be a surprise to you at all by now.
Unfortunately, that is the South, and whatever they like is whatever they like. But I'm afraid we're here to talk about something a bit more pressing, if you don't mind, for my curtness.
Of course.
She kind of sits down. "It's not this damn curse, it's another thing. I'm sorry."
Can you tell us more about the curse? We're all fairly new in town, and we really don't know anything about it.
So you've seen the bodies out front.
Yes, it's very odd.
Well, it's this curse. It plagues us every night, that there is a unending night. A lot of us believe that it's from Ariel, the Frostmaiden. We don't know why. There we go. We don't know why she has decided to curse Icewind Dale as a whole, but this has been going on for 2 years.
Who is she?
Let me see. A lot of people think that she is a god of some kind, and I'm tending to agree that too. As to why she has chosen us, I don't know. But it never was like this. It was only fairly recently that she came into our lives. About 2 years ago? Yes.
Because I've been here before years ago, and the place was completely different. People were happy and not terrified out of their wits.
Times have changed, I guess. Unfortunately.
Maybe she just needs to hear the tunes of the Paulinka.
Wait, this time I'm gonna elbow him.
Well, I'm sorry. But not only this, but I've also had to deal with a murderer running through. Not only us, but some of my ally towns as well.
So I've heard.
It's so horrendous.
Yes.
That is the main reason
we
we
know
came
about
to you today.
Yes. Well, I've heard from the speaker in Targos. His name is, give me 1 second, is Nerith. He has told me that there has been a string of murders as well, that all have the similar lineage of the ice through the heart. And it wasn't until fairly recently that one of our glassblower was murdered the same way. And his name was Odon.
I just can't believe that a murderer would come out and do this to someone else with the art, someone creating beautiful glassware for the city.
Do we know if this is a man or a beast?
I don't know. I did ask a half-elf to help me, but he seems to have disappeared in Targos. Because every time I've tried to get in contact with Nerith, he says that the man never showed.
What correlation does this half-elf potentially have with the situation? Could they be at all related?
Well,
is there a reason they were hired?
Well, I hired them because they seemed able enough to the task. But like I said, he has disappeared as well.
Huh. All these murders seem to be done the same way. Like it's not a copycat or something of that nature.
As far as I know, I hope not.
Well, hopefully this half-elf chap of ours didn't also perish at the hands of this murderer.
I would hope not. That would be an awful thing to realize.
What information can you give us to kind of start on this merry quest?
Well, I can tell you something about the dwarf, I guess. Odan. We were to... Well, she gets a little bit quiet. We were to sacrifice him not too long ago before he was murdered. To the Frostmaiden, you see.
So you think that could be why he was targeted?
That's a possibility. I haven't ruled out that possibility. But that still doesn't explain where the half-elf ran off to. If at all.
Who next on the list is slated to be one of these sacrifices?
It's randomly selected in our town, unfortunately.
When is this next random selection?
Within a few days.
Well,
and she looks very sullen at this point. Like, she almost kind of doesn't want to talk about it. Like, you can still press her, I'm just saying.
Depending on what we can pick up about our half-elf, that also may lead to our situation, as sad as it is to see one of your wonderful town citizens pass away.
Of course. Well,
I'm with you on this. I recognize that this is not an easy thing to go through, but while I may be a stranger, I hope that while in my time here, I can cheer up this town and potentially help with this murderer that's going through and save your citizens from that. As there's already so much that they have to deal with. I just kind of like give a glimmer.
That would be nice.
Anime eye sparkles.
That's what it looks like. That would be nice. I would welcome that. The people of Bryn Shandir do deserve a little break for a bit. Some happiness before the darkness starts rolling in. And she kind of looks out of the window behind her as the night sky starts to show up.
My fine speaker, I promise the hands of me and my squad to your service in bettering this town.
Well, what is all your names? She says.
Kabak, the one without fear. I'd say still bleeding from my stab wound earlier.
Yeah, still bleeding profusely.
Yeah, we haven't done that, and we also haven't done experience from that.
This we're not doing experience. This is milestones. This is level up milestones. Yeah.
Okay, wasn't sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
I promise. Because I think
my name.
Raylan. Correct? Okay.
Yes.
Perfect name. And you, sir.
You.
I know who you are. Paul.
You know me.
The one who's...
A Paulenka.
Well, you're more than welcome to play your music in the taverns. If you were good so to do that. I will have no problems with it.
I've already had some of your citizens reach out to me about private showings in their humble abodes as well. I'm very excited to share my music.
Well, I can't wait to hear it, she says with a smile. Now, I do hope that you find whomever this murderer is, that would bring great comfort to us. And then she kind of like realizes, as good as comfort it's going to get, considering.
Well, I believe that the first place for us to go is to go to the home of our glass blower and see if we can pick up on any clues there before.
Sure. I will tell you. I will show you where his house is. And she kind of gets up.
Thank you.
And
I'd be honored to follow you.
All right. So we start walking out. I'm just gonna pick a random ass house. I'm gonna pick this one. Perfect. That one. She starts walking for a bit. She says, "This is the glass maker's house." Let me see. I don't like any of these random names at all. Oh, because those are half-elf names. And I said it was a dwarf. It was Odon, right? Yes, I did. Yes, okay.
Mm-hmm.
This is Odon's house. I don't know how much it would be helpful for you, but there should be something here. I will leave you to it. I will be right out here if you need me. And she kind of like, she pulls out like a key and she opens the door for you. Here you go.
Thank you, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
I bow as I go into the house.
All right. So all of you go into this kind of modest house. It's pretty worn. You see that it's all one floor. There is a fireplace on the southwestern side. So like as soon as you walk in, you'll see like kind of brick and mortar fireplace. You see another fireplace on the other side, but it has a very specific look to it. It looks like one of those glass making furnaces, if that makes sense. I'm not entirely sure how to describe those. You see a bed on the far side. In front of the bed, like on the foot of the bed, I should say, is a dresser with the drawers open and closed, kind of spilling out. On the center, in the center of the room, you see like a rug, and there's like various shelves with different kinds of knickknacks and tools and glass blowing instruments strewn about. So what do you want to do?
I guess first
I was just gonna kind of roll perception to see like if I notice anything strange about the room.
Sure.
Can I go ahead and do that?
Yeah, it would actually be investigation.
Investigation?
Yeah, you would roll investigation.
Well,
it doesn't matter. You can still. It doesn't matter if you're proficient in it.
Okay. I see nothing.
You look around and it looks like a normal room to you, like nothing out of the ordinary.
Mm-hmm.
I think I want to roll investigation as well, but I want to specifically like kind of look and like find his files and see like business things and just see if there's like specifically anything that like could lead to potential problems.
Okay.
You know, the problems that get a man murdered.
Okay. All right. You find you notice that near the glass furnace that there's a little bit of a small desk. On it is like a bunch of papers. You kind of peruse through it. You see a little bit of this, a little bit of that, business statements. You do find one business statement for the merchant Torga Icevein. and all it says is potion bottles, like, sorry, like 5 bottles, not specifically potion bottles, but 5 bottles, 3 gold, signed with Odon's name and Torga's name.
Well, this is someone that it looks like business has been done with.
Isn't she the same lady that took all the ingots from the dwarfs? Because isn't that the same name, or am I crazy?
Are you asking me, or are you?
Yeah,
saying...
I'm asking you.
Yeah, it is. That is the same name.
I'm not. Make
no,
sure
you're not crazy. You're not crazy.
Okay. So
Rime
now in
that.
character, isn't that the same woman from before? The one who stole
The greedy one,
essentially?
yes.
Yeah.
We should be smart in how we approach this woman, as I have a feeling she probably isn't the biggest fan of our crew at this moment.
No, but we should probably keep that receipt or some kind of record of it.
Maybe ask the speaker about Torga as well.
Yeah. We definitely need some more information on her. There's something strange about her.
Okay. That's what you want to do?
Yeah. I'll go out and ask the lovely speaker about our girl Torga.
All right. Are y'all all going outside, or a couple of you staying inside?
I'm staying inside.
Okay. We'll do the speaker conversation in a second. I want to know what Kabak and Raywin are going to do inside, if anything.
You want to go first?
You think there's more to investigate?
I want to check out the drawers, because you said that those were all types of beat up. Essentially with stuff spun out of it.
Yeah, roll investigation on that one. Ooh. You notice, you kind of deduce that the ways how like the drawers are like opened and how the clothes are kind of flung about, that it looks like Odon was trying to leave this place in a hurry. Like trying to leave, like skip town.
There's no type of like claw marks or anything that could show that like a creature had been there, is there?
Nope. None of that.
They say. Okay. She said he was the next one that was gonna be sacrificed, right? Or am I mixing people up?
Do you think he was trying to flee before he got sacrificed?
Would you want to stay to be sacrificed?
No, but it seems like people here don't have a choice.
Doesn't mean you can't try to run away.
True. Do you think somebody found out about the plan and decided to attack?
It's certainly a possibility.
Okay.
But that would make it a one-off incident, not connected to anything else around here, or any of the other ones.
Do we know the circumstances for these sacrifices? Do they perform some sort of ritual, or are they just taking these bodies and then putting them up?
All I know is that they were burnt. That's all I've seen.
I don't think we have quite enough information.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to go to Paulenka while you two are having your conversation. All right. So, Paul, you walk outside and you see the speaker still standing there. She says, yes. Did you find anything?
My wonderful speaker. I noticed that the last person that Odon had dealt with was Torga Icebane.
Hmm.
I just wanted to raise this name to you, kind of hear how you feel about that, see if you have any information on how this interaction could have gone. I mean, for a man such as Odon, we have to look at first, of course, like since this is a simple man with not much, no family, we need to look at the fact of the people he past worked with.
I understand. And I've heard of this Torga before. I've heard lots of complaints about her. Mainly that she swindles people out of their money. Now, what are you suggesting? Are you suggesting that? What are exactly you suggesting?
I'm just in the market for information on this woman at all, and just, I mean, obviously, someone just swindling money does not immediately jump into murdering,
No,
but
of course
I mean,
not.
is there more? Is there more that could potentially lead on? Is this someone to think of as a potential suspect, someone to be keeping an eye on? I don't mean to throw accusations at someone who is a businesswoman of the city, but
She
I
has.
mean, we need to.
She's not very well liked around these parts. I've heard complaints from other Dale folk around here that she she does overcharge for her wares, but we are struggling here, so unfortunately people still pay her, and that's just the fact of the matter. And of course, with Odon, they were in, I wouldn't say cahoots, but they did have some sort of arrangement going based on the information you've presented here, or at least he made something for her. No doubt for her to upcharge of some sort. I don't really like her in my towns, but I can't really get rid of her because she does bring business into town. So there's not much I can do about that.
It could be that maybe she might even have motivation to keep Odon alive if they were working together as business partners when catching news of the sacrifices.
But who would murder him? Because if you're ruling out Torga, then who would murder this man?
That we still need to figure out. But Torga, I believe, is involved in this in some way. We've interacted with her, and it might not have been the best. It was not as pleasant as speaking with you, a wonderful speaker. But
I figured as much. She's a very interesting woman, I should say.
my large friend does not seem to be a fan of her.
I figured. All right, Kabak and Raylan, do y'all want to go outside or do y'all want to stay inside and investigate more?
I think I'm good. That was the only thing that caught my attention.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go outside.
Okay. So, right as the speaker finishes her conversation, Raylan comes out, and I'm assuming Kabak too.
Yeah, sure.
Just stay in that house by yourself.
Yep.
Okay. All right. It's like, so the speaker turns towards Kabak and Raylan. Have you guys figured out anything besides of what your friend has told me?
It seemed like he was trying to leave in a hurry. We don't know why. It could be because he was about to be sacrificed, or it could be because something scared him. All we can tell is that his place was a mess for a reason, and it looked like he was in a rush.
Well, this is where we found him, right in the center there.
Where exactly?
In the center, look. And she kind of like walks in and she shows you the center of the room, and you can kind of see like a bit of dried blood in there. So this is where we found him. So obviously, if he was trying to run, he didn't really get very far.
Could someone have potentially been carrying out a sacrifice and catching on that he's trying to leave?
That's a possibility.
Or again, too, you talk about this Ice Queen. Could it be that she just enacted something that she was worried would not get done?
She kind of shudders at the thought. Goodness, I hope not. Maybe we've angered her for some reason. She kind of like looks up a bit and she starts to like shiver. And like she pulls in the collar in her jacket a bit closer.
I immediately go to her side and say, "Fear not. We don't know for sure if that is the case, but we'll figure out what we need to get this done. I promise you that." I just kind of hold her hands doing that and telling her that and trying to comfort her.
Thank you. She kind of pushes you off a little bit. I appreciate the concern. Well, I must ask, what are you three going to do, given your information?
Well, we could always go to Torga, or we could save that for later.
I mean, it is getting, like, in-game. It is getting late. Maybe return to the inn and figure out our next step from there.
Sure.
Aye.
Well, I appreciate the help all the same. Thank you. And she leads you out of the house. And then she says, "This is where I leave you. I trust you know how to get back to the tavern and the inn, correct?"
Yes.
And she nods her head and she walks away. Well, all right. Oh my god, fucking damn it. All right. So, out of the game, what do you want to do? Do you want to call it for the night, or do y'all want to figure out your plan of attack, go back to the inn, figure out what to do for next session, and I'll just keep a tab of what you want to do?
Well, all I want to do is there's 3 things. I give both of them 7 gold, and I keep 6 from that 20 that I collected earlier. I want to establish my scimitar.
Okay.
So I can put that in my sheet.
Sure.
And then I want my griffin.
We can talk about that later. We're just you have the griffin on you. I'm just gonna tell you that it's like on your side. It's like a little griffin egg. Did you want it like a griffin egg, or did you want like a hatchling?
Yeah, I want it like a little baby.
Okay, we'll talk about that later. We'll figure something out. We'll figure out how that's gonna work. Okay.
Do we want to figure out a plan of attack right now, since all the information's fresh in our mind?
And I'll just when y'all figure out what y'all want to do, I'll write in the Discord, and it'll be up there for next time. So that way it's not, you guys aren't like, oh, what were we gonna do?
Maybe we could split up and I could go give a try to Torga. I feel like if any of us could maybe potentially get through to her, it might take a little bit of buttering up. And no offense to the two of you, but
I mean, you're the charisma guy, so
I'm a warlock.
I can be charismatic, but
Okay.
So I guess I can speak with Torga and figure out any connection she might have.
Mm-hmm.
see. Should we start gathering up supplies? Because it sounds like I'm not sure how far apart the towns are.
It varies depending on which town you're trying to get to.
From here to Torga.
It's not Torga, it's Targos. Yeah, that would be. Hold on, I have to. It would be about a 2-hour travel.
Okay, so not nearly as bad as I was thinking.
No, it's about a 2-hour travel.
Yes.
Granted, you don't know if it's going to be blizzarding. You also you guys also have snowshoes, and there's other things that could factor into it.
Mm-hmm.
I guess what I'll do is kind of go around town essentially and see what I can figure out
Mm-hmm.
to kind of investigate the townspeople.
Okay, hold on. Your name is. So you wanted to investigate the townspeople. And Kadak, what do you want to do for next time?
Wait, how does hex? Do I need to do anything to turn the weapon into my hex blade? Is it like a ritual, or do I just?
I think it's a ritual.
Okay. So I want to do that, and then I'm gonna go with Paulenko and play bad cop to his good cop.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Because
like
anyone
more
he can't sweet talk, I'm going to intimidate.
Yeah, I'm more so trying to figure out like about the sacrifices, like what goes on there.
Oh, you're talking about specifically in Bryn Shandir?
Yeah.
Okay.
Since like we're working off the lead that's maybe why he was targeted.
Okay. There we go. I sent it. Alright, because now it's about 10 o'clock Ryan's time.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
We've been going for about 3 hours.
That's actually pretty beefy, honestly.
That was a decently run game.
I know, minus the...
Look at that.
All the fuck ups.
Minus all the fuck ups. Because I swear, like, every time I start a session, like session 1, it's always pretty rough for me for some reason. Man, that's really far
like
away.
that
Holy
sometimes.
shit, that's a lot farther than I thought it would be. I should have looked at the map of where Kelvin's Cairn is. It's very far. It's way more than 2 hours out. It's like 6 hours out.
Back in my day.
Oh well. Well, we got
Should
it
have been
though.
a 2-day trip. Yeah.
Give or take, it should have been a longer trip, but it's fine. It's fine.
This
Yeah,
is
we're
our
in
first
anyway,
gen.
so we can just pretend that
Yeah,
it took long.
Yeah, we can retcon it. It's not that big of a deal. All right. So let's move.
Same thing with me fucking up my whole stuff because I didn't know what button to hit.
Oh, well, yeah, that's fine. See, and I gotta figure out like the trackers and stuff. Anyway, that was a great session. That was good.
Yeah.
We'll see y'all next Sunday, I guess. Not next Sunday, it's Sunday after next.